Hey there, I just read something really sad and I wanted to share it with you in this Enriching Your Existent moment. Basically, it was along the lines of 95% of the world will die with what was handed down to them. And they were talking in the aspect of their thinking. See, the thinking is one of the greatest things we have the capacity to do. You know, as humans, it's our consciousness. It's what separates us from every single organism on this planet. So, what we must do in 2011 is spark a transformation in consciousness and to really get a grip of our thinking. In this Enriching Your Existent moment, I want to talk to you about some of the patterns that maybe you're running through right now or some of the people in your life. You see, people live in this vicious circle of situations and circumstances that are happening to them constantly. So maybe I'm not in a good relationship. So if I didn't figure out what was stemming those thoughts that I was creating in my mind from that relationship, even though I may break it off with that person or individual, the next relationship that I get into is going to be a similar situation or circumstance to the relationship that I was in. And I know I'm getting out there a little bit. You're thinking, wow, Drew, what did you just say? Let me rewind that back a little bit and listen to that again. What it means is that every single thing in my outward experience and in your outward experience, you're creating. You know, some ancient religions actually believed that you were in a fake universe because we're in this spiritual world and every single thing around us that's 360 degrees is happening inside of us first, and all else is just a reflection of who you are. I believe that. I believe every single thing that I create in my life is a creation in my own mind first. So how do we correct that? How do we start to progress up this level of thinking so that you have the things that you want, the relationship, you know, you have the finances, your house is in order, so to speak. How do we do that? Well, it's to realize that it was just a vicious circle in the beginning, and that every single thought that you've had about that relationship, we'll go back to that example, was not raising you up to the level that you need to be. So you can start to analyze it. You start to see that type of thinking. You know, maybe you get real quiet and you start to feel the emotions that you feel when that thinking occurs, and you stop yourself. You see, most people don't even hear the voice in their head. That voice in your head just leads you everywhere you want to go. But when you become a ninja of your thoughts, you can start to control that voice in your head. And let me tell you, that's one of the most powerful voices you have. You can do amazing things with that voice, but it has to be programmed and it has to be contained. Sometimes it's like a villain that just wants you to do the worst things possible. So what we need to do is really focus on what that voice is saying and listen to it. You know, get quiet. In this Enriching Your Existent moment, after this video is done, get quiet and really listen to that voice. Hear it. See what it says. Write down what it says. And then cross that off. Get rid of that garbage and write down what you want it to say. And then from here on out, start saying those things that you want it to say. And eventually your subconscious mind will become programmed and you'll start to create in that outward experience everything that you want. This has been an Enriching Your Existent moment. I'm Drew Canole. Leave a comment below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll talk to you soon.